Awesome folks, this is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. What I'm going to talk to you guys today about is the powerful, let me get this off. We're going to revisit the series next week, Careers Without a College Degree. We're going to talk more about that next week. But we're talking today about LinkedIn, and I'm going to give 2 tips today. However, I want to make sure that you understand how important LinkedIn is in the job market in career fields today. All right, guys, let's dive in.
Your Dream Career Coaches YouTube channel. Welcome, guys.
Your version of yourself professionally. And of course, today, as I talked to you, preview before, that we're going to be talking about 2 different tips that you can definitely use on your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is a very unique place on the web, linkedin.com, as you see there. LinkedIn is a very unique place on the web, where LinkedIn actually is a social media site, but it is also a search engine for jobs, and it is also a great connector for business minds and business owners. So you want to make sure that your presence on LinkedIn is working for you and not against you. And of course, that is definitely something I can help you with. If you're struggling in that area, you can go to mentorshelley.com/consultations, where I can definitely help you to get your LinkedIn profile optimized to make sure that it is pulling jobs to you and pulling career opportunities to you instead of you working so hard to look for them. All right, now, tip number 1. Of course, if you don't use it, it won't work for you. So, tip number 1. For LinkedIn profiles, whatever your field of study is, I want to give you an example. Let's say, for example, on your LinkedIn profile, you're looking for, I'm just going to go with some easy, administrative assistant, right? Or executive assistant per se. You're going to want to put admin type of skills, like being familiar with Microsoft Office, because that's definitely something you're going to use as far as skills. You're going to actually have to have clerical skills. You're going to have to be able to have professional conversations over the phone and face-to-face. Okay? And those are just some of the lightweight type. Now, depending on what type of administrative assistant you are, then it could delve as deep into, depending on the industry you're an admin assistant for. So make sure that even though you might have only had 6 months of some of these skills, let's say Microsoft Office is one of those things that it's kind of universal to most businesses, and there's some businesses that still don't use it. They may use the Google version of it, which is Google Sheets and different things like that, but they're mirror images of the actual Microsoft Office, Microsoft PowerPoint, or Google Slides, a lot of the same things. Keep in mind that also for skills specifically like admin, they're also going to need to be able to use Outlook, which is also part of Microsoft Office, but not only that, be able to have written communication skills. That's actually key for the specific business. Your written communication skills need to be at an all-time high if you want somebody to hire you as an assistant or administrative assistant. They want you to administer their business. Are you organized? Are you the type of person that will actually keep the business owner or keep the person you're working for organized? Will you be making appointments for them? Do you know how to use appointment systems? It all depends. Just being an admin assistant alone, you would think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Every business needs it. And in order for you to be seen, let's say just put admin assistant up here. In order for you to be seen on LinkedIn, you need to have the professional skills to go along with that. Are you dependable? Are you reliable? Do you know how to use the systems that is going to be necessary for you to be successful in that role? So the very systems you use, which could be Microsoft Office and other systems, depending on what type of admin. If you're going to be an admin assistant to a real estate agent, or real estate office versus being an admin assistant for a property management company. All those administrative assistants have key actual skills, knowledge base, and a specific education base in order for them to be successful in those roles. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, for your LinkedIn profile, you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile has the very least 7 years of professional experience on there. Because your resume, which if you do not have a resume or you need one done, that's also a service that I provide. You can go to mentorshelley.com/consultations to schedule a call with me so we can go over what your resume has, what it doesn't, so we can fix the two. Your resume, if you currently have one, is going to basically help you to feed your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile needs to have at least 7 years. I would prefer for you to have 10. Now, of course, the kids that are coming out of high school and college may not have that much experience. They may have 2 or 3, but your volunteer experience can be used as well. So there's 2 things. If you have a resume already, use the information on the resume to fluff out your LinkedIn profile. You need to have at least 7 to 10 years of experience to show that, number one, you can function in an organization for at least a year or more, or if your experience is not as well developed, or you've moved around a lot, or whatever your situation is, I can definitely help you with that. You can go to mentorshelley.com/consultations so we can get you the help you need for your LinkedIn profile and for your resume, because there's different types of resumes for different situations, and that's something I also help you with. All right, guys, so listen, remember, the 2 things that we want to make sure on your LinkedIn profile that you have in place is the skills and qualifications for the job you're applying for. Some of those skills, of course, we talked about admin, and you want to make sure you have things like Microsoft Office, knowing how to use those, knowing how to communicate. Written communication is on point because that's going to be key in your specific position, whether you're working on the phone, whether you're working on a computer, whether you're working with people belly to belly, so to speak. You're going to need to be able to communicate effectively and efficiently in your admin role. So all those skills need to be on your profile. And of course, the second tip, you want to make sure that you have 7 to 10 years of experience on your LinkedIn profile. And of course, we can definitely have conversations about that. If you have just general questions, you can reach out to me at mentorshelley.com/contact, where you can leave me a voicemail or an email message, and I'll be more than happy to return your voicemail email within 24 hours. However, if the question is a little bit more broader or more in-depth, definitely book a consult call with me. I'd be more than happy to help you with that and then go into detail to make sure your LinkedIn is working for you and not against you. And of course, I want to make sure that you guys know this as well. Hey guys, I want to make a special announcement. I am a brand new author of the book, From Clueless Teenager to Consummate Professional. This book you can pick up on Lulu.com. If you want to get a copy of that book, you can go directly to my website at mentorshelley.com/book. The introductory chapter of the book is actually on that site. Literally, guys, this is a roadmap if you're not sure how to navigate from one career to the next, or if you're a high school or college graduate looking for a specific guide to get you from clueless on how to operate in the job market to consummate professional. The 7 steps in here will definitely help you not only to cultivate your career, but know how to navigate through it, learning how to interview, learning how to look for jobs, learning how to be able to negotiate your salary. All of that information is in here. So grab a copy of this book now at mentorshelley.com/book. All right, guys, just want to make sure that you guys know that this is available for sale now, up and running, ready for you to grab, to make sure that you can truly become a better version of yourself professionally. not only with the services that I provide, but also with this book. All right, guys, take care. This is Mentor Shelly, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Make sure you get those LinkedIn profiles up and running so they can work for you and not against you. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Bye.